Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, and that is very good news. Welcome to the live session for Monday. It is 12 April, and we are live. Just texting the teams that we are live. I hope to see that you guys see me. I see Canada is live, Belgium here, more from Canada. Good morning, Memphis. Hello, hello. And we are growing to 40 people. Great. Okay, just shared one more time with everyone that we are live, which is very important. And I'm going to open a pivot scanner and share this one with you. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Let me know where you're calling in from. I see the UK is in here. Good morning, early mornings there. What's the time? 6 o'clock in UK. Ireland in the house. Welcome, guys. Just logging into the pivot scanner. And we are going for the infinity strategy. Good morning, Ireland. Good morning, Nigeria. And we are live with the infinity strategy on the hourly tariff. Hourly price charts. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. You guys should see me and everything around it. Very good. All right, guys, we are live. And I'm sorry that there were no active sessions last week. Basically, I already messaged it on multiple platforms. I had a harder time with not only we had an IM Academy IT attack, but also there was an attack on my personal online life, which is way heavier than you might be able to imagine, because we all know when there's a physical attack, and it's really different if you have that all online. So that's basically what we've been through, not only me but also Agne and the family. If your mind is not ready for trading, I would not recommend you to trade. This is something I always said. So therefore, I just needed to get through that part. Also, this is our last week in Dubai, so it was very important to do things and put our mind off this drama as well last week. While this week we are all back in the grind, so we are going to check what kind of statistics we can run on the pivot scanner and the infinity tool. Markets are open, so that is very good, and we are going to look into the different Forex pairs for the 1 hour chart to see what are we going to do this week. Then tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, we are going live from tomorrow still from the office, and then 2 days from the hotel, going live to see how everything is going. Maybe also from the office, we will see. And basically, we will be trading, day trading, intraday trading, and day trading. So it's really good to see that as well. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the settings, and I am going to change the appearance and add the session breaks. So with the session breaks, we have a little bit more idea on what the days are looking like. So we are here looking for, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. We are looking for the last week. Now we are using a couple of tools. We'll put my music a little bit down. I think for you guys it's okay. So basically, well, there's a couple of tools to look and to see. Of course, we see a switch of trend here. Market has been going up for a very long time, made a couple of pullbacks, now creates a lower area than the low before. We had a very sideways level here first the week before, and actually started dropping. So when it started dropping, you get opportunities, right? So basically what we can do, we can recognize that the hourly trend line is red, it's down. The 4-hour trend line on this multi-time frame chart is green, but the price dropped under it. It didn't really make a full pullback, because that's what we would love to see when the price is changing. So we want to see it coming through. Let me change the thickness of that line. So we would like the price to see coming through, but then also making a proper pullback before going down a lot more. So we didn't have the full pullback, as you guys see here. It only went till this level and then started dropping, but it's still a pullback. It didn't went all the way to the 4-hour trend line. But the 4-hour trend line is clearly moving downwards. So if you go to the highest level of the 4-hour trend line, you can put the horizontal level there, and you see that it starts to bench off that line very clearly from here. Then you have the pullback, so you see a downwards move on the 4 hours. You see the 1 hour going down. You have a red entry level, and it's an early sell. Now, then we can sell here, in this case from R7 to R6 or to pivot. Here it holds pivot level, as we see. So it's good that it did that pivot level pullback, which means if yesterday pivot can be hit, today pivot level can be hit again. So that is really good news. This would be a 21 pip drop. So that's one level, and then we have a 50 pip level drop. So this pair is now officially in the downtrend, and it would mean that we would be thinking about selling it. And we would be selling for the first round, which is about 20 pips. Did I say that? That's actually a day trade. So the day trade here is 20 pips. And then we would have a continuous move. What you can also do to look at the chart like that, what we can also do is we can use here a bar pattern. Oh, that's a ghost feed, a bar pattern. And you can go from Sunday night, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to the start of that Monday. And I like to put it a little bit lower in that you see it really as a shadow. And you would be able to put that from the start of Sunday. Need to zoom in a bit more for the official point. So this would be, look, my candles are actually, my arrows are actually pretty accurate. So the first one might take a little bit longer, in this opinion. The second one I already drew with speed of the chart. Speed of the chart is very important. Speed of the chart is like how fast you feel the market is going and continuing with that pace. Now, why is that so important? It's because here, because here we have a deadline, and the only problem is that the scanner doesn't go further than, it doesn't look for time in the future anymore. Let me shortly put this into
En wat is die aan breakfast?
So here we have, but unknown time. So it's a little bit annoying. So we can measure, of course. So this one is 24 bars. So we can check the first 24 bars, just manual then, to do a vertical line, and then another 24 bars, meaning 48, then 72 hours, and then from 72, need to delete that one, shift another 24 bars, and from that 24 bars, a vertical level as well. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one, 5, of course, here at the end. So here we go. So basically what we can see on this one, thank you, thank you very much. So basically from here onwards, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a downtrend, expecting our last level to hit on Sunday, on Thursday. So if Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday take profit 2, Thursday take profit 3. It's a little bit more drawing. Now I will delete this line. It was just to understand that we are going down. And this is very good. And here we will save this pattern. So if you have the infinity tool, then you can actually see this by going to the 1 hour chart, and you see our markups on AUD CHF. So this is a first good point. All right, guys. We're going over all pairs like this morning. Let me know where you're calling in from. Good morning. I still see more people coming in. Glad to see you back. Yeah, I'm happy to be here too. Good morning from Belgium. Hello, more people from London. This is a very nice, I really like this environment. I like this session, guys. Monday morning. AUD looks like dropping in general, but I'm not going over all the AUD pairs because they might not give us the same result. So they are dropping, but if you go back to AUD CAD, only thing here, what we see is we have red on Friday. Opportunity to sell for about 22 pips. Oh wait, here the chart is going to the future. No, not too much. 16, and then it drops to 16, 19. All right. Anyway, so here we have red, and then going down. We might drop another 32 pips here. It had a low here. I can mark up this one. I don't mind. See here we have some levels that are reached before. Always look left in the chart to find support resistance levels. There's multiple here. This one might be a bit too deep. Is this spike? Yeah, so here you see a bottom, here you see a spike, here you see the parts in the middle, and here we see another one that is hitting here, top. It's maybe a bit too small for you guys, but here you see it's hitting top, and here it's hitting bottom. So it's really good. We have a couple of lines. They look insanely stable actually. Going to the now. Look how exact they look. It's really crazy. They're like 17 pips and then 37 and then 60. They look really good. Hello from Nigeria. First time here. All right, welcome. AUD Cat, can you look? Yeah, doing at the moment. Because I do see that we have some opportunity here. So AUD Cat overall 110 pips drop if it continues this downtrend. Now the question is how long will that take, right? So looking to speed of the chart, I can take a trend line from here. You can take a trying to get this was the trend line and then broke out. But this would be the top trend line. It doesn't mean that the price doesn't go quicker than that, right? So here we also have the bottom trend line. Something like this. So this is where it should go down, right? So over time, this one will go down. Now the question is, how much drop do we expect? We want 111 pips drop. Is this a bar pattern? All right, so this would be a potential option, which means that we need to put it on the start of the day. So this would be a potential option. It's just a bar pattern from the past, like just to give you an idea of the time that it can take to go take profit one, and this would be the deepest take profit that I would go for at this moment, which is 110 pips, right? So this is AUD Cat for me. A drop of 52 pips and then a drop of 116. Downtrend, yes. First time here from Dallas, so excited. Hello Dallas, hello Breskens, Netherlands. Han, we might become neighbors. I found a really nice holiday home in your area. South of Netherlands on the water. Really nice for the European summers. Can you enter now? It is not a live trading session to jump into and enter, but yeah, basically 30 pips to S0, 50 pips to the next support level, which is the low of 1 April. You can start selling if you want to. I'm looking into my options for this week, and this is actually a trade that might even take 2 weeks to complete if it would follow this pattern. Now, this pattern is a copy of half of March, second half of March. It might go quicker, it might go in a different way, right? It might go, if this is also 110 pips, it might go with a different pattern. Right? It might go with a different pattern. You don't know that yet, but look at this this level. It's both going to reach about this level point. Now I don't know the date because we don't have the date in the future, but it might be about here, which is about 2 weeks time, right? If we can calculate the amount of candles, 152 hours divided by 24, it's in 6.3 trading days. All right. So that's what we are looking at, about the same level for the take profit here. Only thing is that it might go way quicker. So if we get a drop like this, which is a bit more unlikely on a Monday, that's why I like to copy a Monday to Friday pattern from the Monday. So we see the slower Monday, the increasing that, but it will go down if news is not crazy, right? So yeah, this is technical analysis that doesn't take care of the news. That's why we are doing long-term technical analysis trend. Then we are doing very short-term trends, because if you look for long-term trends, basically don't really have the issue. Don't really have the issue for what is happening on the longer run. So if there is some news and stuff like that, then you don't really have issues with that. I really like this chart. Let me know in the chat box if you guys like this way of analyzing together. We might find like 3, 4, 5, 6 valuable trades in this session. So the other AUD pairs, I don't see anything straight away. Basically the trend is down also here on the AUD USD, already dropping, but on the bottom of S0 and a very sideways market. So if it will drop, yes, we can also find our support resistance levels here all the way down to 68 pips from 1st of April, the same low. So yeah, this is not something that I would like to buy into already. It's a bit too early. It's a bit too early. Thank you, good information. Yes, I like it. Great. Okay, guys, let's go to the cat pairs. That was very quickly. Cat CHF, cat JPY do not have anything in particular, especially for this moment. A little bit better song. Let me see CHF JPY. CHF JPY made a run for it last week from 5 April, basically Monday. You got a buy signal here, and the market went up by 90 pips, and from that 90 pips another 35. This is the ride that you guys are hopefully taking. Buy signal here again. Those two trades were the trades of last week, guys. Let me know if you catch some pips on CHF JPY in the chats or in the comments. What week are we living? What week are we living? We're living week 15. Only 15 of the new year out of 52. This is gonna be an amazing year, guys. I'm really looking forward to that. So copy paste, same trend. Need to find support resistance. Can't find it in the near past. Hello, scanner. Doesn't go further back than 18 August, it seems.
So it's not really anything. A little recap of points. Yeah, the recap of the products will be left. Okay, I have a call at 11, so I'm not sure. Where's the arena? And then, no, the arena of the arena.
Okay, I am just.
Ah, okay. Right, okay.
Okay, asked for more history here. Just multitasking. So we don't know where to go. We only know that this distance, if it would start going up here from the Ichimoku cloud, we only know that this distance is like the same move as it made there before, which means that this would be the same idea as putting a bar pattern for 5 days. And moving it on the Monday. Here you see. Bar pattern in the future can actually give you the future support and resistance levels. I don't say it's always the same speed, but it does copy the support and resistance line levels. That is a bit of the same idea as the line span of Ichimoku, where in the line span of Ichimoku you have the opportunity to see the price line double to find support and resistance levels in the past, right? So here you can say that there are support resistance levels coming here, here, and this would be a top, but not supported, not a it's a resistance level hitting once, but that doesn't really count, right? So here's also one a little bit closer already. So that gives you an idea. So what would be our first step would be buying into R8 plus 1. We can also measure the distance. Here it's 18 pips, and then measure another, 18 more, would be the plus 1 level. So from plus 1 we can go to plus 1.5 before we potentially get a retest. So if we go to plus 1.5 and the price is not crossing the pivots are not updating, then there is a level that the price can return and at least make a pullback or just fully change. So it's a safe buy to R8. It is still okay to buy till plus 1 if you really want to, especially on the higher time frames. But 1.5, 2, that's where the levels become. I will make this one red as well. So those are resistance levels. It's not only support levels, it's resistance levels in our case. Now, if those are breaking, then we will have new pivots, so you can actually buy this little boy here, or even later buy this right. So that's how those things look. I'm just checking if you guys, yeah, it looks like my little microphone is the right source for audio. My Instagram is offline, guys. I am currently not on Instagram. I am thinking to create a trading Instagram, so to have a next to my original Instagram, and my original Instagram hopefully will come back. We are working with Instagram right now to reactivate Kooijman, but all the other versions that you see are fake profiles, so please do not reach out on Instagram to people that are not me. I might give you guys the name of my new Instagram, or the business Instagram, the traders Instagram, soon when it's all registered and ready. So that is my plan, to at least have 2 profiles for the future, to be able to trade. So these are trade ideas in the future. This one is coming up right now. And I'm saving this pattern as well to see what CHF-JPY is going to do. How do pivots work? I really recommend you to go down into the recorded sessions and then to go into favorite sessions and then to go all the way down to the theory of strategy 1 and the theory of strategy 2. Those are pivot explanation videos. So that is a very big difference. Pivot explanation, we are now trading with infinity on top of pivots. Very basically, pivots are support and resistance levels. That's what you need to know for now. Okay, so we got that one too. Let's go to the euros. Euro AUD here, Euro CAD. Euro CAD, oof. Euro CAD long downtrend and last week went up but fully resistant on the 4-hour support resistance line. Here it spiked through for a bit. Here you see that +1, +1.5 level. You see? Here we have the R7 to R8 is 15 and then another 15 on top is 30. So here you see that resistance level. And that's when the price turned down and started to move down as well. Here it resisted on the 4-hour trend line. Is this still a downtrend? Officially, yes. But the only thing is, what is very interesting here is that I wouldn't sell it until it's under the 1-hour trend line. The 1-hour trend line should be red again. But the 4-hour downtrend is very, very strong. So what is infinity is those extra lines that you're seeing here, a slightly modified Ichimoku cloud, and then the sell and the buy signals in the right direction. So in this downtrend you will only see sell signals, in the uptrend you will only see buy signals. So we are trading with the trend, and infinity is a tool to look into multiple time frames at the same time, the entry line, the hourly trend and the 4-hour trend in one time to find more weekly trades and swing trades. If you go to the 15 minutes, what we do on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, we will see the 15-minute trend and the 1-hour trend, and we will decide to go in shorter term trades that are taking about 48 hours to complete. So Euro CAD not ready for me yet to do anything. Euro CHF also not yet. Euro GBP, very big spike through that whole downtrend. So here you see Euro GBP, Euro dropped for a whole long time, but started to rise against the GBP. So it started to rise everywhere, but it started here very clearly to break and to continue. Now this break, here we have the same as we had at the start of the session. Very interesting break, pullback, fly. All right, break, retest, fly. It doesn't really retest here on the 4-hour support level, which it should. But if it doesn't fully reach that, but it at least reaches in that direction, then it spikes through. And for now, technically we are flying. Technically this is an uptrend. I am not really ready to buy this right now because we need new pivots. So what I want to see is I want to have the pivots adjusting as well, but they will take some time because you see all this volume here being in the pivots. So between R8 and S0 there's a lot of volume. There was volume below pivots, and now only in a very short period of time it spiked through on the top of pivots, but it doesn't mean it doesn't want to go back into pivots. So this is a risk to go back into pivots as well. Even though it looks like uptrend has been taking off and we are above a green cloud and it looks pretty clear, yet we know that those things can happen. So I am not too biased yet on buying Euro GBP. Euro JPY is way more stable. It is growing. It was growing last week, even though it is very spiky. I rather like this green, green, green. Here we had a buy, green, green, green. We had a buy. Here, green, green. Very shortly green, we had a buy, but a crazy drop, and it became all right at the end. But this is a very spiky pair. So is this an uptrend? Yes. Is it finished? There's a little risk here where you look at those tops, right? So here we have a top. I don't like that in red. So we see this one, and then here on the same level, and here a little bit lower. So, and here a little bit lower also. So there are a couple of highs here that are above pivots that are reaching R5, but doesn't really spike through. And that doesn't give me a lot of confidence that it has that power. So technically, it is an uptrend. Technically, it might have the power to go pivot 4 and R5 again, but R5 will just be spikes. If it will go there right now, I don't know. Looking at this, it's only 40 pips. It is really risky. So for 40 pips on a week trade, I wouldn't take that risk. I want at least like a potential of 50, 75, 100 pips on a week trade. That is the most important. Good morning from Peru. Hello, good morning. Not used it before. Great time to check it out. Good. All right, guys, let's see. So Euro JPY, for me, the 40 pips is not really the move to take. So I'm going to skip that. Euro NZD, same story. Went up for multiple times, hit R6 and spiked through up to R7. It's currently on that way again. It's only 35 pips to R7. It might hit R8. So yes, we have green, green, green. We have an uptrend. So technically we can say, yeah, for sure, just go and buy R6 and R8, which is actually a day trade. It's not really a trade that I would normally say for the weekly, because this is like 20 pips. And then, what is this, 45? I cannot see it. 50 pips. So a 50 pips up is not so bad. 50 pips not so bad, but as I said, it is more on the risky side to go there when you already see 3 highs, not knowing if it will go there and break, and it will go to the high of 24 March. Was a downtrend before, up, retest, and now it can really go high. So that would be the technical analysis. All right, I can stand by this one. Can go very quickly, as you see, can also take some time. I will save it. Let's see what Euro NZD is doing. Any more trades going on? So we are having 4 analysis at this moment. 4 analysis this morning. So basically, this is longer term trades, and those trades are going to grow over the week. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have shorter term trades where we are entering straight away. This ones you can choose if you want to enter now and keep it going, or if you want to look for a pullback, or if you want to look for a perfect entry. That is up to you. GBP dropping fast last week on GBP and GBP CAD. Currently, no pivot levels to support a further drop. So that's what we need, right? We need those extra pivot levels to decide on a further drop. It's currently hanging on the 25 March low, which also was a level on 8th of January. And also here 20 January, we already broke that level. So the question is, the lowest levels here are from 21 December, but they are really a lot lower than that. So if we look to the low of that level till now, there's 143 pips. So that is a really, really good idea. And basically that means that we can expect a continuous drop. What I just feel is that if you see this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday volume, is that it might be more logical to have a pullback towards the cloud, at least, or towards S1 before we would go to those levels. But then I would like to see new pivot levels first, right? So this is something that we can only check a little bit later when we have new pivots. So GBP CAD, just write it on your own list to check the scanner when you are ready. So then we have GBP CHF, same story, dropped. The only thing here is we might have a little bit more data because here in 25 February we already have a lower point, which is 95 pips from now, and then we have a 380 points even in February. So there's way more information, so that is very good. So what we can do is we can put here a low level in blue. Okay, and we would be able to see that drop here a little bit the same. I guess that on this Monday it's gonna first stay stable or make a little bit of a pullback before it drops. The question is how quickly it will drop. It can also make a pullback deeper. So that is very important. It did make a pullback here, drop, pullback, drop. My screen just gave up for a second, but it is unclear how far the pullback will go. So here you see a pullback already to S1. So it can be no pullback or a little pullback for this Monday, and then a drop. Can you check GBP NZD? Yes, we are almost there. I'm gonna save this GBP CHF. I see opportunities in there, but we see here also CHF, JPY, and AUD CHF. So that's very interesting to see that there is quite a lot of CHF related opportunities. GBP JPY, I'm going to be very blunt with this one, is that basically here are the lows. So we don't know yet, because this is an uptrend and it's currently resisting, right? I'm just saying that there's extra levels. And the question is if this price will go and break those levels coming down, or if it will go up. So I just want to give you a couple of extra support resistance levels here. There's no advice on GBP, JPY. I wouldn't know what to do. Same for GBP, NZD. You're even in the pivots, but unknown where you want to go. So basically, uptrend technical analysis would say that it can spike up again. But you are under the red cloud. You're under. You have an hourly downtrend against you. So what you need to do is at least wait for this to happen, or we go break, retest, down. Those are the two patterns that you're looking for both GBP JPY and GBP NZD. So those two pairs, there's or a break of the 4-hour trend and then a retest, and then you can actually start selling, or they are going to grow again. That will all be subject to the today and tomorrow's volume. Like London is opening in about an hour. So basically you will know more after the London opening. We have 7 minutes till Frankfurt opens, already giving a little bit of information there. I didn't save that pattern, it's just two patterns. Sorry, I didn't save that chart, it's just two patterns that you guys need to know and understand. GBP USD already gives us downtrend information since 22 March, even though it made a big pullback on 5 of April. Yet Thursday and Friday were clear selling signs. Question is, where does it go next, right? Here we have different support resistance levels to look into. I just want to see pivots move down, so that's very important. So GBP NZD, someone said please check GBP NZD. So GBP NZD, yeah, I said that already. So it might start growing above pivot for buy opportunities in the official uptrend, or it might break, retest or pull back at least, and then starts dropping to pretty insane levels, right? This is like a 200 pips drop. So Angel DSDZ, I hope that helps you. NZD CAT then downtrend for a long run, very flat last week. So what would be the idea would be to look into this as a sell, where this would be the idea, but the question is how long that would take. So we are in a downtrend, unless proven differently. We are in a downtrend. We are selling. Yes, here it created a higher high than here, but basically we are below the cloud. We are in a 4-hour downtrend. The 1 hour is currently green. I would wait for that one to become red. So you have red, 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 and then it's selling mode again. There is quite some space here. This would be a 72 pips drop. It's not really aggressive, but that's basically an opportunity. Finishing up with the NZD pairs, not seeing a lot more here. Really flat market over the last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like Wednesday drop, Thursday, Friday recovery, back to the Wednesday entry. Very messy. Like this is what we want to see, right? This is what we want to see. So as long as we see this, great. Here you even see a buy signal before the crazy spike. But this is a market that we want to see. Here also nice buy opportunities, pullback, buy opportunities, pullback, buy opportunities. At this moment, crazy spike under, which means retest and then drop. But it didn't only retest, it just went back here, which can be a retest of this level and then a very big drop, but it's not something, it's too early to say. Sideways market on NZD USD, absolutely no volume since 24-25 March. This 25 March till now is 60 pips. Like it's no volume there, so watch out with pairs that have no volume. A lot of them are very sideways.
Porsche, not American, Porsche. I went in there, loving the car, but I was so turned over by the salesperson that I really walked out without buying it. Nothing was done. I strictly with the salesman. So what do you do to get people that don't buy it? And that's what we all do to get them buying. So again, not enough that they're excited about the product. They also have to be excited about it too.
Just checking if there's anything else on the traders channels that are just opening up. Couple of messages from fellow traders, but nothing specific yet. USD CAD also very sideways market. USD CHF was a nice uptrend until last week, where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days we had a drop, and currently it's very unclear if that was a big pullback, because we went up for so long. It's now down on the 4-hour trend line, so it can just go all the way back, or same situation, it can go down, retest, drop. Those are the two opportunities that we need to know the pattern, right? So here we have the trend line. In green. Where's my light green? I don't have light green. I'm missing the real light screen anyway. So this is where we are looking at. So it's gonna do one of the two, and I will save this pattern. It's very educational because you guys will see one of the two will happen. So, or we are continuing in the uptrend. It might not be so quickly because you also see a whole bulk of resistance. So that box might be created here this week, but above the 4-hour trend line. If it's above the 4-hour trend line, we are still bullish. If we are below that trend line, we'll become bearish. But why? You can sell this early, but watch out for a pullback, because pullbacks are always coming after crossing major trend lines, and then it's actually really time to sell. Here you can make good money, but watch out for this one to make great money. All right. And then the last one in the last minute, USD JPY growing as over for a long time. Since end of January, we only have been getting buying opportunities here. Currently under the cloud, it's above the cloud. It was under the cloud last week, but it is continuously growing back to blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take a bar pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take a bar pattern of the week before it. 1, 2, 3, 5. Let's see if this is helping you. Oh, this is kind of what I was expecting. Might go quicker, might go slower. This is what I would expect for the USD JPY, and it's actually a very, very nice bullish signal that might help you guys out. Let me know if this was a useful session for you guys in the chat box. Les asking, do you have a TV on, Bas? We can hear voices in the background. Yeah, this is an office, guys, so we are here with a whole group of people, being active, being happy, being, in this case, a couple of guys are in training, watching a certain training on TV. So tomorrow I will be trading from this office, then 2 days from the hotel, where we might have some extra happiness from Juris running around, and then I will fly on Friday, drive on Saturday, and back into the sessions next week on Monday, where I hope that in the first week being in quarantine, I will actually have good enough internet to do live sessions. If there would not be live sessions, I would still do this way of trading on the charts with small videos or something like that. We will find a way, but this is this is an idea. So we are not taking these trades, correct? No, that's not correct. You need to decide on what you want to do with the weekly analysis. So I use your preview for the next day's 15-minute trade setups. Yes, that's very smart. So now you can, on the USD JPY, for example, go to the 15 minutes and look for buys, because this is the week preview to understand that we expect USD JPY to grow. So you can say, okay, I'm a swing trader and I'm going to look into a buy for about 90 to 123 pips. Or you can say, let me wait for the Monday opening. It's early. When Monday opening is done, we start to buy. Maybe on Tuesday we start to buy. And I'm going to look for the 15 minutes into where I can buy the best moments to buy shorter term. That's what we are going to do together tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. So I hope to see you guys on the next sessions. Thank you so much for joining today. And I hope you guys are going to have an amazing day. Thank you and see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.